Hey everyone, it's here. We've all been there, working hard, maybe even with a side hustle, but still struggling to make ends meet. It's frustrating, right? You could be doing everything right and still stay broke. Why? It might be because of some sneaky habits you didn't even realize were holding you back. We're diving deep into the 7 most common habits that could be sabotaging your financial success. By the end of this video, you'll identify these habits and have actionable steps to break free and start building a solid foundation for true financial freedom. Let's get started. This one might seem obvious, but it's easy to fall into this trap. Living beyond your means means spending more money than you're bringing in each month. Maybe you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, always feeling the pressure to have the newest phone, the fanciest car, or take those Instagram-worthy vacations. Or maybe you're stuck in a cycle of credit card debt, paying interest on things you bought months ago. It's easy to think you need certain things to be happy or successful. But the truth is, living beyond your means is a recipe for disaster. It creates unnecessary stress and anxiety, taking a toll on your mental health and well-being. Breaking this habit starts with being brutally honest about your spending habits. Track where your money is going for a month. You might be surprised by what you find. From there, make small changes to your lifestyle. Can you downsize your apartment? Cut back on eating out? Find a more affordable phone plan? Remember, true wealth isn't about keeping up appearances. It's about having financial security and peace of mind. Imagine trying to drive across the country without a map or GPS. That's what it's like trying to manage your money without a budget. A budget isn't about restricting your freedom or forcing you to live like a monk. It's simply a tool to help you take control of your money and make it work for you. It's about understanding where your money is coming from and where it's going, so you can make informed decisions about your spending and saving. Think of it like this. A budget is your financial roadmap to success. It helps you identify your income, track your expenses, and allocate your money towards your goals, whether that's paying off debt, saving for a down payment on a house, or investing for the future. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend without even realizing it. Those daily coffees, impulse purchases, and subscription services you barely use can quickly add up and eat away at your hard-earned cash. The good news is, creating a budget doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. There are tons of free apps and online tools that can help you get started. The key is to find a budgeting method that works for you and stick with it. We've all been there. You're walking through the mall, scrolling through Instagram or browsing online, and suddenly, you see it. The thing you never knew you needed but now desperately want. Before you know it, you've clicked add to cart and are justifying the purchase in your head. It's on sale. I deserve this. I'll use it every day. Sound familiar? That, my friends, is the insidious nature of impulse buying. It's the enemy of a well-planned budget and a surefire way to sabotage your financial goals. Those seemingly small, spur-of-the-moment purchases can quickly add up and drain your bank account without you even realizing it. Think about it. How many times have you bought something on a whim, only to regret it later? Maybe it's an item of clothing you never wear, a gadget you never use, or a subscription box you forgot you even signed up for. The truth is, impulse buying is often driven by emotions, boredom, stress, FOMO, fear of missing out, or the desire for instant gratification. We buy things we don't need, with money we don't have, to impress people we don't even like. But here's the good news. You can break the cycle of impulse buying. It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your triggers, those situations or emotions that lead you to make impulsive purchases. Remember, true financial freedom comes from making conscious, intentional choices with your money, not from giving in to every fleeting desire. Let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes you can make with your money: not investing. I know investing can seem intimidating, especially if you're not familiar with the stock market. But the truth is, investing is one of the most powerful tools you have for building long-term wealth. When you invest your money, you're essentially putting it to work for you. Instead of sitting in a savings account earning minimal interest, your money is out there in the market, potentially growing at a much faster rate. One of the biggest benefits of investing is the power of compounding. Compounding is like magic. It's the concept of earning interest on your interest, and it can turn small, consistent investments into significant wealth over time. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to compound and grow. Even if you can only afford to invest a small amount each month, it can make a huge difference in the long run. The key is to educate yourself about different investment options, diversify your portfolio, and invest for the long haul. Don't panic sell when the market dips. Remember, time in the market is more important than timing the market. Don't let fear or lack of knowledge hold you back from building a brighter financial future. Let's talk about debt, the dreaded D word that can send shivers down your spine. Whether it's student loans, credit card debt, or medical bills, debt can feel like a heavy weight holding you back from achieving your financial goals. The problem with debt is that it doesn't just disappear on its own. In fact, if you ignore it, it tends to snowball out of control, thanks to interest and fees. Before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of making minimum payments, barely scratching the surface of the principal balance. Ignoring debt can have serious consequences. It can damage your credit score, making it harder to get approved for loans, rent an apartment, or even secure a job. It can also lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. But here's the good news. You don't have to live under the weight of debt forever. The first step is to acknowledge the problem and face it head-on. Create a list of all your debts, including the balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. Once you have a clear picture of your debt, you can start developing a plan to pay it off strategically. The key is to find a debt repayment strategy that works for you and stick with it. Remember, paying off debt is a marathon, not a sprint. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with financial information, from social media influencers to get-rich-quick schemes, it's more important than ever to have a solid foundation of financial literacy. Unfortunately, many people never received a proper financial education, leaving them vulnerable to making costly mistakes. Think about it. We're taught algebra, history, and grammar in school, but rarely are we given the tools and knowledge to manage our money effectively. This lack of financial education can have serious consequences, leading to poor financial decisions, debt, and missed opportunities for wealth building. The good news is, it's never too late to take control of your financial literacy. There are tons of resources available to help you learn about budgeting, saving, investing, and more. From books and podcasts to online courses and workshops, there's a wealth of information out there waiting to be unlocked. The more you know about managing your money, the more confident and empowered you'll feel in making financial decisions that align with your goals. Financial literacy is an investment in yourself that will pay dividends for years to come. We've all been guilty of procrastination at some point in our lives. Whether it's putting off a work project, delaying a trip to the gym, or avoiding that pile of laundry, procrastination is a universal human experience. But when it comes to your finances, procrastination can have serious consequences. Think about it. Every day you delay making important financial decisions, you're potentially missing out on opportunities to save, invest, and grow your wealth. It's like hitting the snooze button on your financial future, hoping that things will magically work themselves out. Procrastination often stems from fear, overwhelm, or a lack of knowledge. We put off dealing with our finances because it can feel intimidating, time-consuming, or just plain boring. But the longer we wait, the bigger the problem becomes. The good news is, you can break the cycle of financial procrastination. It starts with identifying the reasons why you're procrastinating in the first place. Break down your financial goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Don't let procrastination rob you of the opportunity to build a brighter financial future. So there you have it, 7 seemingly harmless habits that could be secretly sabotaging your financial success. The good news is, by recognizing and changing these habits, you can take control of your financial future. It all starts with awareness, a little bit of effort, and a commitment to making smarter choices with your money. Remember, financial freedom is not a destination, it's a journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on managing your money.